Hello students, I am Rita Khapekar from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. Children, you all are welcome to my class. Today, I will be taking class on topic parts of flower, which is from the chapter Getting to Know Plant of class 6th. Students, in this module, you will all come to know the different parts of flower. You will be able to draw the different parts of flower. You will be able to write the scientific terms used for different parts of flower. And lastly, you all will be able to draw male and female parts of flower. So let's start the chapter. You have already learnt about, in this chapter, you have already learnt about different parts like root, stem, leaf. So now it's turn to learn about flower. So I have taken this China rose to make you understand the different parts of flower. Children, I have this flower, so this will help us to understand the different parts of flower. This is the very common flower which you all have seen around yourself, your garden. So in Hindi it is called jasoon or gudhal. China rose, hibiscus, jasoon or gudhal. So these are the names of this flower. So children, every flower has some basic parts. So these basic parts are sepal, petals, stamen and pistil. Let's see in this flower also, as well as in this picture also. So this is the same flower which is in the diagram or in the picture. So in this picture you all can see the green part, this green part sepal. Look here, in this flower also this green part is called sepal. This colored part is known as petal. Then this colored part is called petal, and in the center we have, this is the male part which we call it as stamens, and can you see the female part? This is the female part of flower. This is the female part of flower. You all can see the female part of flower? Okay. So this is called pistil. So every flower contains 4 parts: sepals, petals, stamens and pistil. Let's learn in detail about these 4 parts. So first part, as I said, the green outermost leaf-like structure are called sepals. Collectively they are called calyx. So calyx is the term used for sepals. So the green structures are called sepals, and together the sepals are called the calyx. So these calyx or these sepal are just like soldiers who protect your territory. ये ठीक हमारे जो गेट कीपर्स की तरह काम करते हैं, जो हमारे घर में मकान में रहने वाले लोगों को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं. इसी तरह से सिमिलरली दिस सेपल और calyx protects the rest of the parts of the flower. Right? I hope you have understood this much. So children, it's very important to understand the importance of calyx. So calyx protects the flower when it is in a very small stage. I can say in the bud stage, calyx protects the flower. Rest of the parts of the flower, you all can see the calyx. This is the calyx. I have removed from. This is the calyx. Let's move forward. So next part, this is the colored part of flower, and this colored or attractive part which is very noticeable in every flower. So this flower has this reddish or pinkish type of color. So this colored part of flower is called petal. So petals are arranged in a circle. So the petals of flower are arranged in circle, and this collective unit of petals is called, or you can say the collective unit of petals are called corolla. It also protects, just like the calyx protects these parts. So similarly, these petals protects the internal part of flower. So internal parts are reproductive parts of flower. So I hope you all have understood about the petals. So petals have pleasant fragrance. It has very attractive colors which attracts human beings as well as birds as well as rest of the insects. So these colorful part of flower helps in the pollination of flower because they attracts the insects. So next part of flower is the reproductive part of flower. So reproductive part of flower are inside this flower. So as I told you earlier, this is the, can you see? This is the male part of flower. So this male part of flower is called stamen. So stamen is the male part of flower. You all can see in this slide also. You can see this in this slide that this is stamen. Can you see? This is stamen, and centrally located a structure is there in this flower also and in this picture as well. So in this picture you all can see a centrally located structure which is female part of flower. So female part of flower is called pistil and the male part of flower is called stamen. Let's understand them in detail. Children, this is the actual picture of stamen present in this flower or China rose. So every stamen has two parts. The head part of the stamen is called anther and the stalk-like part of stamen is called filament. So when we cut this anther, it contains granules like, or I can say very tiny structures, and these tiny structures are nothing but the pollen grains. You all are very much aware of pollen grains. So some of you might be suffering from some kind of allergies. So pollen grains are the cause of some allergies also. So children, so stamen is the male reproductive organ of flower. It produces pollens. The stamen has two parts, as I said, anther. I hope you can see in this picture, anther and the filament. I hope you have understood what is stamen. Stamen is also called as androecium. Androecium is the Greek word where andro means male and ecium means palace. Children, the next part of flower is the female part of flower, which we are calling as pistil. So pistil I have shown you in this flower also. Now I have removed all the petals. These are the petals. This is the stamen, and now here is the female part of flower. So I hope you all can see the female part of flower very clearly. So this is female reproductive part of flower has three parts: stigma, style, and inside this is ovary. I can show you the ovary also. Children, can you see? The bulb like structure is ovary. This is stigma, style and ovary. Please look into this picture. This is stigma, style, ovary. So pistil is the female reproductive part. The pistil is centrally located in every flower. Most of the flower it is centrally located. It consists of a swollen base. This is a swollen base which we call it as ovary. This is style. This stalk-like structure is called style, and this velvet type of structure is called stigma. So stigma is sticky. This is the part of pistil which actually receives the pollen grain for the process of pollination and further reproduction. So children, reproduction, you all are aware about it, that it is the process of producing the own kind. So every flower has a male and female part. There are so many flowers in which both the male and female parts are present, but there are some flowers in which only single sex part, or I can say the reproductive part, is present. Either the flower is male flower or the flower is female flower. I mean to say that there are flowers which have only male reproductive part, and there are flowers which have only female reproductive part. For example, papaya, cucumber, they are the examples of flower with single reproductive part. We can say them as unisexual flowers. Whereas this China rose, which was having both the reproductive parts, is called bisexual flower. Children, I have done an activity for you. I have removed all the parts of the flower and I have shown you also. So I have this calyx for you. This is the calyx. These are the petals and these are the stamens. So you all have seen, this is the female reproductive part, pistil. So children, we have learnt in this chapter or in this topic about the different parts of flower like sepals, petals, stamen and pistil. Children, you also came to know about the reproductive part of flower like stamen and pistil. So stamen has 2 parts, anther and filament, whereas pistil has 3 parts, stigma, style and ovary. So at last, children, I hope you all can now easily identify 4 different parts of flower whenever you are going to the garden. So there are so many types of flower. Now you can identify their basic parts. You all have understood the flowers are the reproductive organs of plant body. They help in the process of reproduction. So without the flower, there will be no reproduction. Lastly, you all are now aware that the bright colors of petals attracts insects for pollination and it protects the reproductive part of flower. I hope you have understood clearly the topic, today's topic. With this, I conclude my topic. Thank you. Thank you for listening me. Thank you, children.